Like billions of other artists across time and space, my dad doesn't really like my comics. I don't know if there's just too much pink, or if there's too many girls, or if there's just too much woke or something, but he has an understanding of me as an artist, but no understanding of anything that I do, and I can tell because he keeps picking out career paths that are strange and unrelated to my expertise. But all that changes today. Father's Day is coming up. Actually, Father's Day is done. I wrote this a while ago. Father's Day is done, the most important holiday of the year, and it's about time that he got what he always wanted. A kid that can make him proud. This year, I'm setting out on the impossible quest to impress my dad through the medium that he's least impressed with. And I'm gonna make you watch. If you want. You can leave, I don't really care. To research for this project, I compiled most of the images that my dad has sent to my family. I was going to find the ones he sent to just me, but they're mainly just links to job fairs and very specific news about the place that I live, so I decided to omit those ones. My dad has sent a few cartoons in the group chat. And by the way, I just have to say this, we are not a family group chat family. You know that tweet where someone was like, the second you say you have a family group chat, I know your life is much different than mine or whatever? I was always like, wow, that's just like me. And then 2 years ago, someone started a group chat, and my youngest sister, I think in an effort to put on a front that we are all much closer as a unit than we are, labeled it family group chat. So, let me be clear. Thank you. Anyway, the cartoons that my dad sent uniquely feature animals and animal stereotypes. They use a classic cartoon humor that I thought went extinct at the turn of the century, but I guess it's because I was too busy thinking I was more evolved and funnier than everyone else. So, my comic should probably feature a silly animal or two, and a classic adage or joke or something. Other than cartoons, he sends a lot of off-brand onion headlines to us, some life lessons that get zero reactions from anyone in the family, and also a few, strangely serious death posts that he sees on Facebook, which is always odd. He also, on occasion, sends us an AI picture, but can I be honest, guys, this is hard to admit as an artist, but I'm horrible at deciphering when something is AI. I've got it down for the older AI stuff now, I can tell that this one is AI, but I don't know if these guys are AI or if they're just white and conservative, that line is just blurry for me. Please let me know if this is AI or not, because holy hell, I just can never tell. Bars, okay. After dragging out my disgusting looking drawing board in my unaesthetic room, it was time to get my ideas together and come up with a comic that would knock my dad right over. Dislikes liberals. I just have to guess. I have to assume based on some of the stuff that he says. He likes animal comics. You know, he actually just sent me a video of a baby deer, and he was like, it's really cute. I've never heard him say something was cute before. I feel like this is weird to have here with no iPad? Do I need to put a video on for you guys? Do you want to watch a video? The Subway Surfer is okay? I'm gonna be one of those old people that's bad with technology. I can already tell it. I think I'm pretty good with technology right now, but I've seen it, it's in my lineage. Whatever, you get the idea. It's self-promo kind of. Dislikes, what else does he dislike? He doesn't like pink, he doesn't like girls, even though he has 3 girls. He doesn't like women, he doesn't like feminism. I'm mainly joking. By the way, I want to clarify, these are the kinds of things that I force onto him as the only man in our immediate family. I just tell him he hates women. He's neutral on Nirvana. Okay, so what we need is a kind of a cool dog, I think. And this is where my biggest problem is gonna be, I don't want to make an ironic comic. I don't want to be mean. And I feel like I'm gonna end up doing that. I was really thinking about making one that was kids these days with that I would laugh at organically, or ironically, organically. Yeah, I just find that kind of stuff funny. But is this Bluey? Hold on. Wait, what's Bluey look like? My mom's calling me. Okay, it was actually really good that I talked to my mom because she reminded me that my dad loves Chicken Little. Guys, some of you guys are freaks. She's a cartoon. Okay, I'm learning so much about history in the world. Oh, this one was censorshiped. We need something like that, but I finished my Bluey drawing. I feel like we should do satire. Let's do a little Mad Libs. Satire about, maybe I should just edit a Calvin and Hobbes comic and tell him I made it. There's a Garfield Heathcliff collab? What music, what 90s rock music would an animal like? I need to drop the music. I need to go back to my roots. Animals, 1980. See, this is mean. I'm too mean. Guys, can I be honest? I'm really bad at drafting like short comics. Like I have to make those short reels. Like if you're here, you're probably here because you saw that one that's like, can you draw me like a bit? But like I come up with like one of those ideas once a month. I sit here every week and I'm racking my brain for a single one. Slogan and frame, that's what matters. Here's the script. We're gonna have 2 characters. We're gonna have Heathcliff. We're gonna have off-brand Heathcliff Garfield. That's gonna look like, here's one of my cats. Is this too cute? Is this too for girls? Because I feel like guys, can I be honest? I feel like my art style already kind of looks like Garfield, like John Arbuckle. Which is not a good thing for me because I don't want it to look like that, but I feel like it's similar. He's got big feet because I always draw big feet on everything and I can't stop. Here's my impression of my dog. Looks a little bit like a car. That's Macy. Maybe I should make Macy a character because he likes that dog enough, even though one time I had a dream he was gonna kill her because she weighed too much, which she doesn't. She's a very fit and young dog. Young, I mean she's like 10. So she looks great for her age. Guys, I'm so bad at drawing animals. Why did I choose to, maybe I should draw some guys. Maybe I should just draw some, I'm bad at drawing guys too. This is probably why he hates my comics. These are the 2 things that he likes and I can't do them. I gotta stop doing the dot eyes. It's a crutch. Macy. This is Macy if she were an adult man. It's perfect. Can I stop fucking around? Oh my god. This has nothing to do with my dad. Am I a bad person? Just one day where I let my dad be in the spotlight and all I can think about is Trace Your Bullet and how much I love Trace Your Bullet. He's really funny though. Should I draw me and my dad? Should I give up on the comic part and I just draw me and my dad chilling out or something? But I need to make a comic that he likes. Okay, what's the relationship between a dog and its dad? But I don't want to draw a buffalo. An animal is like a dad. They are sometimes a little crazy. Can I log in? Do I need to turn this off? I think I'm getting distracted. What's a class? Guys, I'm gonna take you to the secret world behind No Boys No Band, because I'm sure I have an effed up joke that I can't put in No Boys No Band that I've put in my document for ideas for No Boys No Band, but I can't use it. And it doesn't have to do with pronouns, because that's what's important with my dad. I can't bring up pronouns because he doesn't know what those are. He'll be scared. A lot of these are non-binary centered. Can you draw me kissing someone about this tall, blonde, blue eyes, piercings, and they kind of look like they hate me, but they're blushing secretly, and you okay. That one, I showed that to my dad, and he said he didn't get it. So maybe I actually need to slow it down a bit. Maybe I need to make something a little less complex. Maybe I should make something a little meta. Like, instead of, like, being like, maybe I should have, listen. Okay, here's my four panel idea. So you have someone walking into a door. They're opening the door to the hospital. Okay, you have 2 people here. One of them is the wayward son, which is kind of a stand-in for me. So you have this guy who's like, here's a joke. And then this one's like, that's not even funny. And then the son character shows the phone and something that's funny to like people who have been online too much. And then it makes fun of both parties, because then it's like, now this is funny. This. Did I just write Teenus? And then it's like something stupid as hell. It's like a guy and he's like standing there. And that's the whole joke. And then the dad is like, maybe, okay, this might be too much. 4 panels, that's classic comic length. But think of what do you guys think about the concept of like if aliens came to Earth and you explained to them like the bare basics of English? There are jokes that they would get, and then there's the jokes that like we make nowadays that would be like, what the hell are you talking about? So I think what we should have happen is then this is really nice. I don't know why let me hold my pen how they taught. This is how they taught me to hold my pen in drawing class. They're like, hold it like this and you'll have more fluidity of movement. Then they get abducted by aliens. And then they show up and they're at the alien council. They're like, whoa, and there's like an alien sitting on a throne here, and he's like, here's an alien, big ass head. He's like, tell me your best joke. I need to know, to prove that humanity can be saved, I need to know that you guys got jokes. And then the kid very scaredly shows the same joke. He's trembling and whatnot. I don't know why it's a he, it's gonna be me and my dad, never mind. It's a girl. I see, that's the thing, if I put a girl in the comment, my dad won't read it. And then the alien has a gun and shoots the kid to death and they blow up. I've got it. So I kept some of the listen, so I scrapped this idea, because honestly I think it's pretty clever and funny, but really, not very kind. And Father's Day is all about being kind to your father, no matter who he is or what he likes and dislikes, and no matter how much you disagree on just about everything. The world is so big, and I am so small, and I was at one point so much smaller. My dad was big to me, so he was just like the world. There are millions of dads that are mean and evil, or even just kind of like not fun or funny or cool. My dad isn't those things. So just because he raised me and somehow I turned out sick and twisted, and even though we have the exact same personality, which perhaps is indicative of something deeply wrong with him that was passed on to me, I just want to make him something he will enjoy. So I decided to make a comic featuring his least favorite running joke in our family, where me and my sisters change his phone background to Chicken Little every time we got the opportunity. I am definitely pretty sure that he'll cherish this forever, and I'm glad. I also sent him an actual drawing of us too, but I forgot to take a picture of that, so you're just gonna have to trust me on it. Thanks.